Okay. So this particular topic, I'm sure you can read. Um, it's not necessarily for my younger generation, but I did receive an email here on YouTube, about a 25-year-old person. I don't know if this was a guy or a girl. I'm not really for sure. But they don't know how to cope with people's opinion of them. You know, especially from family. You know, it's one thing when it's coming from a complete stranger, but when it comes from family. So what I want you guys to do in this particular video is really listen to what I'm saying to you, because it really applies across the board. This is not just for family. This is for a conundrum of things. One thing I always tell people is this. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I don't. I know enough to understand that being socially accepted and accepted in general is always a positive thing versus a negative thing. So I understand. When your family accepts you and really loves the things that you do, it's something that's great. If they say bad things about you, it's not so great. What you have to understand is that family can be a very beautiful thing. And I spoke about this in previous videos, the family, the good, bad, and the ugly. But you have to understand that everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. And you have to, a lot of times, treat family like a person on the street, a complete stranger. Because a lot of times, they don't want the best for you. You know, it's sad. You would think they would, but they do not. So, if anybody has an opinion about you, you always look at the source, because being socially accepted is very yesteryear. Be who you are, okay? If no one accepts your weirdness, that's completely fine. If you have friends who are just like you, that is completely fine. But you have to you have to embrace your flaws and embrace your indifference, because if you spend life trying to be the next person, you're never going to find out who you are. And by all means, you can take inspiration and be you know, I guess you could say you can be inspired and see other people do things. A lot of people email me and say they're inspired to do YouTube. They're inspired to be their self. They're, you know, watching these videos have helped them, and that's my purpose, is to help you guys. I'm not Dr. Phil. I don't know everything across the board. I only give you knowledge of things that I've personally been through. And fortunately for me, in living, I've been through enough in order to pass knowledge along that I might not have known when I was going through it. You know, it's to help, especially the youth that's out right now, because I'm not speaking to just the gay kids. I'm not speaking to just the transgender kids. I'm not speaking just to the straight kids. I'm not speaking to just the kids. I'm speaking to everybody. But my target for stuff like this is the younger generation, because our generation right now is very lost. And they're doing a lot of this. Whatever you do, I'm going to do it too. Whatever you do, I'm going to do it too. Whatever you do, I'm going to do it too. Because I don't know how to be me. You know, and sometimes family will disown you because you don't follow the path. Your friends will disown you because you're not doing what everybody else is doing. And to be accepted and still be who you are is very rare today. I have friends who are so different from who I am, makes me love them even more. I don't want nobody who does the exact same thing that I do all the time. That's not fun. That's like having a clone. I like when you have people from different walks of life, you're able to have different journeys throughout that walk of life. You know, when you have this same stagnant thing, you're going to always get that. Everything has to change. You notice that when you go to a store, the perfume might have been over here, and you come back like a month later and the perfume is over here. Yeah, because you can't keep something sitting like that. So apply that to life. You can't just sit, because when you sit, you're going to just sit and bore and rot and do nothing. So if the people that you are around are not the people that accept you for the weird, kooky, weird bitch that you are, them are not the motherfuckers that you need to be around. If nobody accepts you for who you are, a lot of us are grown. There's no need to be chasing friends. You are not in school anymore. If you are still in school, apply this to school. You are an individual. Everybody has a different name. Everybody has a different walk of life. Everybody has a different family. Everybody has a different journey. So it's okay for you to be different, because while the rest of them are doing what the rest of the world is doing, you could have been. There are things that I've done 5-6 years ago that people are doing now. There are things I did a year ago that people are doing now. Why? Because it's trendy. That's why they're doing it, you know? So, and I'm not like feeling myself or anything. No shit like that. But I'm just saying in general, I was able to walk my own path and do what I wanted to do. And it's funny how you get here and people were here laughing at you here, but now they're here and you're already here. That's what you got to stay 10 steps ahead of the game, and not doing it because you need to stay 10 steps ahead. Doing it because that's who you are. That's part of your life. That's part of your personality. Embody that. Learn to do. If you're different, I never judge nobody based off the things that they do. Whatever you choose to do is your business. I may not agree with it. I may not think it's the hottest thing in the world. But who am I to say what I can and what you can and you can't do? Because you may say the very same thing to me. Why is your hair like that? Why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing that? Why are you living there? Why? It can be so much more. So never let a nobody tell you about yourself. Never let a nobody make they feel like they somebody, because they have won. Okay? I've said this time, and whoever watched me on a regular basis, y'all know they have won. When somebody says something crazy to you, especially involving something that you're passionate about that may not be what everybody else is doing, then you consider the source. If the bitch is raggedy, ain't got no fucking life, on Twitter all fucking day, retweeting nothing but what's trendy, on Instagram posting everybody else's pictures, the bitch trying to copy this hoe with 50K, consider this bitch a lost cause, because this hoe has no identity, and she's mad at you, or he's mad at you because you don't own a pair of $750 Louboutins, yet and still you have an education, yet and still you're doing something better with your money, yet and still you didn't enroll school just to get the money to get the Louboutins to take your ass to the club. You're actually learning something. So therefore, you consider the source, no matter who it is. I don't give a fuck if they got money falling out their ass. Money don't make you smart. Okay? Some of the dumbest people went to college. Understand that. And it did them no good. So you can't allow things to be a cop-out or an excuse as to why somebody will disrespect you, the things that you love, or the person that you are. Be who you are, no matter what a bitch gotta say. Because what a bitch gotta say is just that. It's chitter-chatter, and the shit is cheap. And free. So, nobody puts value on free shit. You know? So if a bitch want to talk, and you this, and you this, and I think you that, you agree. You're damn right, bitch. Because you know what? While you sitting up there and that big ass crowd getting lost, I'm going to be that one bitch that everybody knows about. I'm going to be that one bitch that sticks out. And you going to be that one bitch who, if anything happened to you and your little crew, nobody would care. You're just another name. Why? So look at it in terms of that. It's not wrong to be different. It's not wrong to be a social misfit. It's not wrong to be an outcast. Now, it is wrong to try and do these things for attention. There are wrong when you want to do it because it's trendy. You're still falling into what I just told you is not necessarily the most proper thing. But if you happen to be a dude who grew up in the hood and you don't like basketball, that's okay. That don't make you gay. That don't make you soft. That makes you who you are. If you are a female who likes football and you are not gay, you are not a lesbian, that's fine. If you are a lesbian, that is fine. No one can judge you on this earth because they have no fucking hell or heaven to put you in. So understand that. People want to play God. Never let nobody play with you like that because nobody's worthy of that. Understand that. Never give nobody that much power. I laugh it off. I've laughed so much in the last week about bullshit that was said about me, y'all, my stomach hurt. I done did some nice crunches because I'm learning as I'm becoming older and an adult. A lot of these motherfuckers want attention. Attention. And I will not applaud you for your bullshit. So learn to do that. Learn to take people for exactly who they are. If they plotting and planning on you, separate yourself. If they got a problem with you being who you are, no matter what it is. And when I say what, I don't give a fuck what it is. As long as you're not hurting nobody, it's okay. It's okay. So fuck who you been friends with since you was in kindergarten. Because apparently that bitch ain't the same bitch from kindergarten. Okay? The bitch done changed. The whole little lifestyle done got a hold of her, him, her cousin, her mama. And now they living in a 2-bedroom apartment. But yet and still, her daddy got a Bentley. Picture. Wrong. Yeah. You know, it's just little stuff like that. Prioritize your friends, your time, and your money. Because them are the only things that really, really matter in life. And always could put God first. Or whoever you believe in. If it's Buddha, if it's Mario Brothers, if it's Barbie, whoever. I'm not here to judge you about who your higher power is. Just make sure whoever you're praising to and you're praying to is the person that you put first before anything. Okay? And if you ever feel alone or you feel like you can't talk to nobody and you pray, it works. Trust and believe, it works. Okay? You don't have to be religious. Okay? When I hear the word religion, but I'm a very spiritual individual. Okay? I have a very great connection with God. And nobody can ever take that away from me. So whatever your spiritual connection is, use it. It's not going anywhere. And you use it to the best of your abilities. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Because when you have faith, you have everything. And I don't mean to be like a preacher right now, but I'm just being really honest with you. God knows, I am being as honest as I can right now. Use that. If you feel like you have no friend, you have a friend in God. Seriously. Like, for real. And stop putting so much faith in man and putting faith in people. Because they will fail you each and every time. Okay? Don't let somebody's accolades, money, or whatever the situation is lead you to believe that they're going to be a better person to you because that's what they said. Or they're going to be a better person because their position is different. Or their circumstances are different. Or their finances are different. People will fuck you over no matter what walk of life. No matter what gender, what fucking race, what occupation. It does not matter. Take people for who they are and what they tell you that they are. If a bitch tell you that she crazy, take her for that. If a dude tell you that he will kick your ass and kill you, take it for that. Don't try to test them and then, I didn't know this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They told you this. You've seen signs. So if you see somebody that ain't got your fucking best interest at heart, bounce to the motherfucking ounce. Okay? Get the fuck out. Find somebody else. Find yourself. Get a hobby. Paint. Plant a fucking tree. Help the bitch down the street. Do something. It's more to life than bullshit. Okay? And you're not wrong for feeling the way that you feel. You're not fucking crazy for being different. Okay? Weird is good. Normal? Who wants to be normal? Normal is what? A majority. That's what most normal people in America are, about 90%. There are 10% who actually live outside of the box and don't do the bullshit, myself included. So, be who you are. Don't blend in, stand out. And on that note, peace.